Hey folks, Robert here. I was gonna do a cover for today's post and changed my mind. And that's okay. That's a normal thing, right? So, musicians are often seen as impulsive, flighty, scatterbrained, this creative spirit, right? And while I definitely identify with all of that, I want to actually show you what I'm working on today. So, today, in my space, I have my instruments right here. So, just kind of tilt this a little bit so you can see. So, right? Uke, bass is out, acoustic guitar is out, cello's in the corner with an old Squire electric tucked behind there. I have my violin down here on the ground along with a bunch of other stuff. Right, so like right over here. Okay. Laptop. Bluetooth keyboard that I use to start and stop my recordings. Bass amp. Or bass amp. Acoustic amp. Headphones for listening back. My blue mic that I've been using to kind of get some better audio into these videos. Chromebook. Currently I have Dave Matthews Band Rapunzel loaded up with lyrics. So that was something I was working on. I also have I was working on Stand By Me for the 4th annual virtual flash mob, the ukulele flash mob, that Ron Teltner and Sarah of Ukulele have been putting on each year. It's a way to get everyone to play Stand By Me. So I've been teaching all my students that. Then, if you look, you're not going to see like the whole thing. Ukulele in the corner there. Music stand is right below with our Boulder Ukulele group Kamakahi songbook. So I've been learning a new Dennis Kamakahi song called Koke'e. And I've performed that and taught that a couple times at our ukulele meetups on Zoom. It's 3 chords, 3 of the most common chords that you could ever learn on uke. And then it's all in Hawaiian, which is something that I've been practicing for very, very closely, coming up on a year now. Via Duolingo mostly, some YouTube, and then song, obviously. Then I have all those songs that are kind of on the back burner. When somebody asks me to do a new tune, the first thing I have to do is listen to it and get familiar with it. Things like Rapunzel, I've been listening to since this album came out. It's easily one of my favorite Dave Matthews Band albums. And I love figuring out his stuff because it's so rhythmic. You think about that being a 5-piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess 5, maybe 6 if you count Tim Reynolds in there, right? There's so much going on. So capturing all of that on the ukulele is something that's so much fun. So, and I want to make this a huge, long video. It's kind of a mix of what I'm working on, studio tour, and talking about this kind of scatterbrained, impulsive, whimsical stereotype of musicians. I identify with all of that. My wife fully believes I have ADHD. And I've never been diagnosed. I've never thought of it as an issue. A lot of it I blame on the pandemic and kind of really like having my own direction. So, yeah, my hands are all over the place as far as music goes. Again, being a multi-instrumentalist, there's always something that I'm working on, whether it be Vivaldi or Bach or Dave Matthews Band or Hawaiian standards. So you will see videos of all of those things soon. And just bear with me. And listen, the biggest thing I want from all you guys is conversation. I'm not looking at numbers, but let me know what you think. How many different projects do you have going on? Do you want to learn a second instrument, or have you already learned a second instrument? What's one thing you struggle with musically? What's one song that you want to play on whatever instrument it is you play that you have trouble with? Send me a link. Let's talk through it, right? DM me. Maybe over time we can start doing some Zoom meets or Google meets as part of a Patreon perk. We can kind of listen to a song together, then talk about it and figure out the parts that I really like. So, short video today. Maybe more coming if the construction and some of the interruptions that I don't have control over calm down. But I have a long day of music ahead of me. Working on all this stuff. I have a lesson later. I have our Firehouse Ukulele Club meetup later. A Kamakahi meetup, which is a group. I believe they're based out of California, but because of the pandemic, I've been able to hang out and learn a ton from them about Hawaiian culture, Hawaiian music. Every once in a while, somebody will pop in on Zoom and do hula. So they're doing hula on their video while we're all playing. That's so cool. So, like I said, you'll see all of these things soon, from Vivaldi to Mute Math to Hawaiian to Dave Matthews Band. More Alice in Chains as I get into their newer stuff and older stuff. Let me know what you want to hear. Like, comment, please. If you're not already a subscriber to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button. I typically do a cover once a week. Every once in a while I'll throw one of these kind of vlog-ish, me talking to the camera kind of deal. I may try to do a playthrough of Rapunzel later. So we'll see. Alright. See you again soon.